Cobra Kai fans, welcome back to the channel once again. I would like to say a massive thank you for reaching 100,000 subscribers on the channel. Before we go into today's video, I just wanted to give you my gratitude and my sincere thank you for all the support on this channel since day one. I still can't believe we've reached this goal. I cannot wait to fully celebrate with this milestone with you guys that have been part of this journey, all those amazing individuals and support network that I've had since I began this journey and even before that with YouTube. So I want to say a huge thank you there. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Ralph Macchio and William Zabka promising how the show is going to end on a thrilling note for huge fans of this franchise. Now, they spoke recently at a panel on the Sony Pictures Entertainment lot, and Variety reported about what they both said at this panel. And obviously the last set of episodes with Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 blew everyone out of the water and really gave us the biggest cliffhanger of the series. Now, in saying so, Ralph Macchio said,
certainly, Cobra Kai at this point, episode 610, ends in such a powerful way and shocking way for anything that has been done in the show. And, you know, you need to hit kind of bottom to come back up, and that's kind of where we are. I'm very excited. I have not seen the last 5 episodes, so I'm just as excited as you guys of how it all comes together. But it's set up to, you know, embrace that big 80s movie ending that I have a feeling we'll find and go forward. It feels right.
He also made it clear it's the best time to end the show. I think with the way the story is going and with the way they did 15 episodes, I always planned in my head that season 6 would have been potentially the last season. They could have done a season 7, and technically we have got season 6 and half of a 7th season because we've literally got half of another season. But William Zabka adds by saying,
so it's the right time to end it and the right way to end it, and what these guys wrote and put together, and the journey and the maze they put all these characters on, including ours, and the way they stick the landing in a way that's unexpected, uplifting and honest, the way the show has been. It's a thrill, and it's the first time, you know, since every season you have a pit in your stomach kind of like this. Like, this would be the end of a season normally. We have to wait a year for the final, you know. So there's a resolve at the end of 6, at the end of the 3rd drop, that, you know, I don't feel undone with the character. If that's it, it's a great ending for everybody.
yes, it's coming to an end soon, guys. Only a few months out until Part 3 releases. And obviously, it's such a bittersweet feeling knowing the show is going to end very soon. One of the co-creators of Cobra Kai, John Hurwitz, said how they wanted to make it unpredictable going forward. And also, what does it mean? That is the question.
We wanted to make it unpredictable going forward. I mean, what does it mean? That is the question. We have all these characters that we've been following for all these years, and this tournament meant so much to all of them in all these different ways, and then it ends like this right now. So we have 5 episodes left to figure out, are they going to pick up the pieces? Is the tournament going to go back on? And how do these characters, you know, react to what just happened, what you just saw?
And Hurwitz made it clear that the death of Quan wasn't just done for shock value. It was all based on where the characters were and where we're going and where we are sending our characters going forward as we land the ship.
It's not just for shock value. It was not just there to have a big crazy death, although having this crazy fight scene was definitely by design and very excited for it. But it was all based on where our characters were and where we are sending our characters going forward as we land the ship.
Hayden Schlossberg, co-creator of Cobra Kai, said that him, Josh Guild, and John Hurwitz have worked very hard to add multiple dimensions in all these characters, including taking villainous characters.
But yeah, you know, the fun of this show is taking villainous characters and flipping it on their head and seeing them in a different light. So you'll see what happens in the last 5 episodes. You know, Johnny Lawrence was the antagonist in the original Karate Kid, and now you're rooting for him. We really get in the head of all of our characters, including the villains. And it's so much fun in the writer's room. We have just an amazing ensemble on screen and off screen in the writer's room. And we're always talking about, you know, how do you up the stakes but also keep it real? And you'll see in the last 5 episodes, it's you know, we bring it to a next level, but it's going to ultimately hit home in a real, like, relatable way.
as Cobra Kai is the ending of William Zabka and Ralph Macchio's Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. William Zabka adds that
The end, knowing the end later. You know, maybe not all 65 episodes in one binge, but you know what I mean? So there's lots of surprises. I don't think specific that I want to share, but the whole thing it's been a delightful surprise. And just as an actor, I mean, whether it's Johnny Lawrence or whatever, to get play a character so three-dimensional, it's heartfelt and funny and all those things, like that's what you sign up for when you do this. You want to make an impact on somebody. In fact, it's tied into Karate Kid and has all these great themes, and the fan base and all that just makes it like surreal. So thanks to these,
which is also amazing, as this is Johnny Lawrence's swan song, as we know. And Macchio obviously still has Karate Kid Legends coming out in May 2025, which he'll be opposite Jackie Chan's Mr. Han. And Ralph says,
bottom line at the beginning of the season was the question I had. I probably asked John, where does he land? That's all I care about. I just want to know where the character landed. I'll jump through the hoops and wear the face paint and jump off the cliff and punch Johnny in the face if it services his narrative. It's cool, but where does it land? And that's where the comfort was, because we were always working toward the same goal. And that's because they care. I said this just yesterday. It's because they care so much about these original films and these characters. And that's why, you know, we have the richness in our performances and in the storytelling.
So that is all the news that Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, and the creators of Cobra Kai have said about this unexpected, uplifting finale as it ends, as we see the end of Cobra Kai in a few months. I'll link the whole article in the description if you'd like to see more, as they spoke about the finale of the fight of part 2. And that is everything for today in this video. So make sure to hit the like button, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you're new to Cobra Kai Nation, and again, thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers. I will see you guys in the next video.
Snake, 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 we're the Cobra Kai Nation. Nations join, nations divide, but snakes are forever. Cobra Kai Nation.
If you thought blah, blah, blah was blah, blah, blah,